Okay, take two. I lost my internet. Hey, it's life in the fast lane. All right, so yes, I did mention that I cut my hair and nobody in my family noticed, which I'm just so grateful that it doesn't bother me in the least, because years ago that would have sent me screaming. But I'm really enjoying right now living with my family and finding a new home for myself in New Jersey. It's just lovely. Life is so good. So good. I'm loving it. Really, I mean that. And I am focusing on relationship this month in my radio show, and I was thinking about my Masterful Living course class, which is tonight. And by the way, the last day for enrollment in my year-long class is tomorrow, Tuesday, February 7th. And I was doing my work in preparation for my class tonight, and one of the things I'm going to share is that we have a relationship with Spirit. We have a relationship with Spirit. So think about this. Think of you live with your higher Holy Spirit self. You live with that being 24/7. Now imagine that you live in your house with someone who absolutely loves and adores you to the point where they are there for you 100% of the time. Totally dedicated to whatever will support you in your spiritual growth and to assisting you in living a life of complete joy, learning only through joy, giving up all pain, all suffering, all sickness. And that's what they're there for 100% of the time. Now imagine this, okay? And imagine that the only time that you speak with them or connect with them in any way, shape, or form is when you're not happy. So you only come to them when you have a problem, right? Because that's how some people are with God, with Spirit, with the higher Holy Spirit self. They only tune to Spirit when they need something. God is their messenger boy, going to get them the things that they need, because the things that they need are the things that are going to make them happy. Now, one of the things I love about A Course in Miracles is right in the workbook, Jesus tells us, he says, stop thinking you know what's going to make you happy, because you do not know. Oh, I'm so excited, my throat's getting dry. Live video. Got to keep it real with coconut water. Naked coconut water. Love it. So you have this relationship with this beautiful being who's totally dedicated to you that you almost never connect with. And they're there all the time going, hey, Jennifer, hey, I'm right here. Allow me to help you with that sadness, with that worry, with that fear, with that doubt. Allow me to help you. Ooh, I think this is striking a chord for a lot of people. Wow. Wowee. Feeling that. A lot of people are, woof, I can feel it. Wowzer. That's a major throat chakra thing that's happening right now. So what I'm knowing is that we can have a much better relationship with Spirit. We can have an incredible, loving, connected, intimate, juicy relationship with Spirit. And I remember one time I was teaching a class for practitioners about prayer and about spiritual practice, one of my favorite things to talk about. And I was telling them how I went from being someone who, in meditation and prayer, I'd constantly be looking at my watch. Is it time yet? Can I go do something else now? Have I put in enough time? Is my time up? Can I go do something else? I really think it would be better use of my time to be running errands, doing chores, answering emails, anything but this. That's the place where I started from. And I'm so glad that I did, because I know that it can change if you're willing to change your mind. Willingness is the key, willingness is the key, willingness is the key that opens the door to everything good. Everything is awesome when we're willing, right? When we're part of a team. I was dancing around earlier with my nephew. We love that song from the Lego movie. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. Yeah, anyway. So when you're part of that team with your higher Holy Spirit self and you have a real relationship, then you're not just two ships that pass in the night. You recognize that you're living with the Holy Spirit. And all the time, 100% of the time, you have this amazing, amazing being, we could say, to support you fully and completely. Now, here's the thing is, I talk with a lot of people, and most of us are really afraid of that level of intimacy. We have this idea that the Holy Spirit is judging us because we think mean thoughts, or because we self-medicate, or whatever we're doing that we think is a sin. But the Holy Spirit doesn't think anything we're doing is a sin. Everything works together for our good. There are no exceptions, so there are no sins. And when we start to look at our daily experience as an opportunity to be in that moment-to-moment relationship of living the love and being in that space with our higher Holy Spirit self, well, just like any relationship that you really pay attention to, it's going to shift and change and improve. And that's up to us. So we live with someone who's dedicated to us 100% of the time, and we're basically ignoring them, thinking it would be a chore to spend time with them, right? That's how I used to feel. And then I shifted it to that place where it was like being in bed with my sweetheart, my lover, my big strong man, whatever you would like to call it. And for me, I was in that place of, oh, this is the best. Like being warm, naked in bed with your loved one, you know, that you just adore them, right? Even their farts are okay. And you're in that space in your spiritual practice, in your meditation, in your Course in Miracles studies, and in just your day-to-day living. You're in that space with them and you think, oh, 5 more minutes of this heaven. You can get to that space. If I can get to that space, I can help you get to that space, because I never imagined it was possible for me, but it is possible for all of us. So February, it's Valentine's Day month. It's the month we most think about love and really opening our heart to right relationship. Let's focus this month on right relationship with the higher Holy Spirit self and see where it can take us. And that's what we're doing in Masterful Living. We're actually doing it for a whole year. And it's amazing. It's so miraculous and beautiful and wonderful, and there's just no going back from it. It's so transformative. Tomorrow, Tuesday, February 7th, is the last day for enrollment. You can always withdraw if it's not for you, but tomorrow is the last day for enrollment. So check out the link here. If it's right for you, you'll know. Just trust that. I love you. Happy February. Happy Valentine's Day coming up soon. And mwah, God bless you. Okay.